Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A little update from Ukraine. We have another missile and drone attack, massive missile and drone attack, maybe massive drone and missile attack on Ukraine with some Iskanders and some Shahed drones. We're going to go over maps to see where the missiles were launched, where the drones were launched, and what they attacked, and Ukrainian successes or lack of. This is the first topic. The second one, the Russians hit energy facility in Odesa, and I think this is the fifth time in the past few days, the fifth time they are starting to pound Odesa. The Russians are advancing in Kursk. All these are bad news for the Ukrainians, and I get this news not from the Russian sources, these are the Ukrainian sources. So Russian forces advance in Kursk Oblast. We're going to look over those maps. The Americans stop sharing intelligence with Ukrainians. Therefore, according to the Ukrainians, the Ukrainian HIMARS are not really doing very well. Well, I don't think those are Ukrainian crews operating the HIMARS systems. I think they're the Americans, or Westerners, the NATO countries that donated them, but that's me. So it seems like, without the HIMARS, without the US intelligence, you can't hit the Russian targets. So you are involved, you have been involved in a proxy war against Russia in the past 3 years. Yes, but you see, they use euphemisms, or they don't say it directly as I am. No, without that piece of information, the HIMARSes will go to, I don't know, China or something. Then we have another article here, where we're going to talk about the Kupiansk sector, where the Russians tried to establish new foothold. So that means they have a foothold, and now they fight to get another one. You see, words have meaning, obviously. The other one is Russia strike Odesa region energy infrastructure for fifth time in past 2 weeks. So that is related to the other one. Let's put it next to it right there. Okay, and the last topic, Zelensky will tell us about the missile strike on Kryvyi Rih. US-UK volunteers were in the hotel. What they were doing in a hotel? They were just volunteers. They were Red Cross and people who were just, polishing nails and filing them and all that. They were not, how do you call them, trainers or maybe active combatants. They were just in a hotel, man, in a sauna over there. With those branches. Okay, so let's start with the beginning. Ukrainska Pravda. Russians attacked Ukraine with Iskander ballistic missiles and UAVs. 68 drones downed. Iskander ballistic missiles. They attacked with 2 Iskander MKN-23 ballistic missiles and 112 Shahed UAVs and a decoy drone since the evening of March 5th. Ukrainian air defenses have managed to down 68 drones, while 43 just disappeared, from radar. The Russians attacked Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy, Chernihiv, Cherkasy, Kiev, Kryvyi Rih, Dnipropetrovsk, Odesa Oblast. In addition, 43 enemy decoys disappeared from radar with nothing. Okay, so Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy. Kharkiv, right? Poltava, Sumy. These 3. Go further. We go to Chernihiv, Cherkasy, Kiev. All right. Chernihiv, Cherkasy, Kiev. Right in this area, right here. Then they go to Kirovohrad, Dnipropetrovsk, and Odesa. Right there. How do you call it? Kirovohrad, Odesa down here, and Kiev. So this is actually Chernihiv is right here. So anything what they did here, I just made a mistake, but nevertheless, here it is. They attacked half of Ukraine. Let's see where they launched the missiles and the drones from. All right, so the Russians launched missiles from Voronezh Oblast and temporarily occupied Crimea. So they one from Voronezh, the other one from Crimea. All right, Voronezh right here. This is Voronezh Oblast, and Crimean Peninsula is down in the south. So they did from south and from east. Voronezh, Klapatapa. And let's see where they launched the drones from. Drones have been launched from the cities of Oriol, Kursk, Shatalovo and Bryansk, as well as Cape Shauda, Crimea. I will show you where these guys are located. Shatalovo is in this area here. Then you have Bryansk, Oriol, Kursk, and then you get the Cape Shauda, which is exactly ici Radio Vacances. All right, here it is. Okay, this is the locations. So from the south, Rapatsapa, and from the north, a little bit northeast. Okay, next one. New voice of Ukraine. Russia hits Ukraine with 2 missiles, 112 drones, 68 drones. Good. Ukrainska Pravda. Russians hit energy facility in Odesa Oblast, injuring 2 mensch. 2 people right here. Russian forces attack Odesa Oblast on the night of 5 to 6 March, hitting an energy facility, damaging a residential building and an office building and injuring 2 people. All right, so let's see. Anything else? No. But we go with this one, which is from Ukrinform. It is again from the 6th of March 2025. Russia strikes Odesa region's energy infrastructure for 5th time in past 2 weeks. They're tenderizing it. They're getting ready for the massage. All right, or maybe just a foreplay for... Okay, Russia continues its energy terror against Odesa region, damaging yet another critical energy facility. So they were successful then for the other ones, that yet another, so that means that's at least another one that was damaged before. This is how you get information. The baboons are telling you in another article what the Russians did. In another article that they did not mention that. The 5th attack on the region's power infrastructure in just 2 Wochen, in 2 weeks right there. Russian continues Pakaraka Tsakamaka. They don't say exactly where, but we're gonna look over Odesa. Odesa is right here by Romania. Odesa is the city, and then the oblast is like this. Now I have to tell you that this is part of Romania, right here. That was taken by Stalin, because the Romanians did not fight for it, because the people in Bucharest, the capital, were like, oh, it's not ours, so give it to them. So this is Romania, this is Romania, this is Romania. Got that? And probably here some here Romania. The Hungarians want something here, and then you got the Poles with the balls wanting about this, or maybe the entire thing. That's the way I suspect. So Odesa Oblast, somewhere here. We have this is from, they didn't update it, you see. It's from the 2nd, but nevertheless, this is the city of Odesa, the port. I saw an article a few days ago. Supposedly, the Russians destroyed a vessel over there containing UK armament coming from Turkey. But I couldn't confirm that one, and it was kind of old. All right, let's go to Kursk. This comes from New Voice of Ukraine, again from the 6th of March 2025. Russian forces advance in Kursk Oblast, threatening Ukrainian defenses, DeepState says. So here it is. Russian occupying forces have advanced near Kuryilivka, south of Sudza, in Russia's Kursk Oblast, DeepState monitoring group reported on March 6th. So where is that located? Kuryilivka? All right, no worries. We got that. We got that. I got your number, honey. All right, here, Sudza. Sudza is right here. So there should be Kurilovka, ici Radio Vacances. Ready? Here it is. So this is the successful NATO invasion of Russia, which is not really what it is, but still, they are over the city of Sudza and others. So this is what the Russians are cutting here, and they're cutting here. This is the goal, I suspect, because yesterday I covered the day before, where the Russian says that, hey, we're gonna do it right here at Bedevka. They liberated it, and then they tried to make an incursion here to stop the supply lines for the Ukrainians. Oh, and now they try south over here of Sudza. So I'm assuming they're gonna just by advancing here and advancing there, these guys, holy moly, let's roll, not towards Moscow, but towards Neverland, because they can't go to Michael Jackson's whatever that is. All right, let's move on. Ranch. Russia Today, March 16. Ukraine cut off from HIMARS targeting data. Media. The move severely compromises Kiev's ability to launch long-range strikes against Russia, the economist Oliver Carroll has claimed. And here is, this is from the Russians, remember, cannot be trusted. But we go to the Ukrainians, which we can be trusted, right there. Ukrainian, you gotta understand, it's Ukrainian HIMARS, much less effective. They're effective, but a little bit less, without US intelligence. I don't believe this is Ukrainian HIMARS whatsoever, but nevertheless, I mean, this guy is not Ukrainian. I can tell you that. How do I know? He's fat. All right, the United States has severed a critical intelligence channel that provided Ukraine with targeting data for HIMARS artillery systems, according to a report from the Papa. But the same thing. So it must be true. And the Russians are trying to create, what's this? New foothold. That means they had one and it's a new one. I take it. Russia's attempting to establish new foothold in Kupiansk sector. So let's see where Kupiansk is. Kupiansk, right here in Kharkov. Kupiansk is exactly EC. Right there, Kupiansk. Look how close these guys were about what? 3 days ago. So they tried to get another foothold across the river. Oh, it's already done. They're all across the river. They're done, my friends. And here on the other side, they didn't cross this river, so that's not yet done. But here, it's good enough. All right, let's see what details we got. In the Kupiansk sector of the front, Russian occupiers continue their attempt to establish a new foothold on the right bank of Oskil River near Krasnye Pershche. All right, let's see where the Krasnye Pershche is. I'm guessing I'm not going to find it here, but we're going to find it probably in another one, which is going to be right now. Hold on. So that's exactly what I thought it was. It was right here. You see this Topoli? It's west of Topoli. This is the Oksir River. This is where they tried to break through. Now, think about this one. Straight west, right here. Topoli straight west. Where's Kupiansk? Kupiansk is exactly here. So they tried to go right here, create another, bridge, they said. How do they call it? Another what? Another foothold. There's another foothold here. So they have one. The Russians have one right here that's already over. So there's over and under. They try to go right here. This is where they're Russian. But I think they will be successful. But they have to cross here though. And they're not able yet. And that gets me to the last article and topic coming from Ukrinform. Zelensky on Kryvyi Rih missile strike. US, UK volunteers were in the hotel. They were, but I don't think they were volunteers. And if volunteers could be mercenaries? No. Prior to the Russian missile strike on the hotel in Kryvyi Rih, volunteers from a humanitarian organization, citizens of Ukraine, the United States, and United Kingdom has just checked in. I don't think these guys are just, volunteers. But hey, I have no information. But, I've been around the building a few times, or around the block, and I don't think it's just volunteers going over there to see the river. All right, so let's see where that is located. And here it is. This is west of Zaporozhye. I'm going to go over. This is in the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. I covered this. That happened a few days ago when the Russians attacked. This is the Dnieper River. So remember, we're going to go from Zaporozhye straight west. Klopatsopa, Lapakapa. All right, Biki. We got here Zaporozhye, Kryvyi Rih, right here. So from here, with love from Russia, Zam. This is the location where this guy says, oh, we're just looking around and nothing happened. All right, so they were just all night. A rescue operation continued in Kryvyi Rih at the site of Russian missile strike. Right there, which killed 4 people and injured 30. A ballistic missile struck an ordinary hotel. Just before the attack, volunteers from a humanitarian organization, citizens of Ukraine, United States, United Kingdom, has checked into the hotel with their ladies of the night. We're gonna have fun tonight. They survived because they managed to get down from their rooms in time. How? Yeah, boom. Oh, they had enough time. they survived. Okay, unfortunately, these guys are really, how in the hell they managed? They heard it coming or something? Or it was the woo, 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 everybody, okay, let's get out. It's our hotel. It's going to be struck. All right, my friends, here it is. An update on Ukraine and their BS over there. As soon as that thing in Ukraine ends, the better. I'm for Ukrainians. I support the Ukrainians, not Zelensky. I support human lives. And how is that? It was Plato, I think, who said it. Plato, you remember Plato? Platon. He said that it's not only that you have to live a life. You have to live a good life. Because according to him, just living a life, it's a waste. It is a waste. So make sure you guys, all of us, I think that sounds for all of us, try to live a good life. What's a good life? Well, I suspect you go and check the ancient Greek virtues, and you're going to find out what is a good life. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.